Amen. Praise God. So to understand Psalms, it is very important to understand what is Psalms basically. Psalms is basically like poems and songs. It literally reads your mind. Every emotion has been recorded by the psalmist. If you want to understand Psalms, it is like as good as understanding someone's heart. So what people understand through Psalms is when you cannot express your words, when you cannot express your emotions in words, just read through Psalms. It has every emotion, it has every state of mind, it has every state of lifestyle. If you look at David's life, he has recorded every moment of his life through Psalms, and he has recorded his heart basically. It is like sometimes we are not able to speak our mind. Like according to the world, mind and for the world, heart is our mind. But for God, heart is something which is the composition of all our elements. That is the body, the spirit, and the soul. So heart is right in between. It has everything. It moderates. It's like a switch. It moderates all our emotions and keeps it together. And when you go through reading Psalms, you can see majority of the Psalms is lament. It is always a cry for help. It is through the wilderness, from the wilderness to the castles. From David's life, you look, that has been recorded in Psalms. So when you read Psalms, you don't need any psychologist, you don't need a doctor, you don't need anyone. The Psalm speaks to you because it speaks your heart. So many times when you are sad, you are not able to say what you want to say. But in Psalms, even that also you'll be able to read and you can meditate. So I would like to draw your attention to Psalms 11. So to understand Psalms 11, you should understand the background of Psalms 11. So Psalms 11, like many of the forefathers who have been researching, who have been studying the archaeological evidence, they say that Psalms 11 was written by David when he was in the council of Saul. When he was in the kingdom, so he was the council member under the king Saul. And if you look at it starts with, "In the Lord I put my trust. How can you say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain?" So basically, David, if you look at from Psalms 11, verse 1 to 3, you can see the struggle inside David. He's trying to control over his mind. When you go ahead and when you read from verse 1 to 3, you'll understand. It is a struggle inside his mind to get control over his heart. He is addressing the issues. Like when he was a council member, his best friend told him to run, go to his native mountain. Go to the place where he belongs. Go to the forest where he belongs, where he was the shepherd. So, if you look logically, devil always speaks in a very logical way. He doesn't give you illogical answers. He doesn't argue with you illogically. He's the best lawyer you can hire in this world. He will speak everything with logic and with purpose. You look through from Genesis to even from today onwards. Even when he was arguing with Jesus, even if you look at Job, when he was in the council of the kingdom, when devil came, he gave a very valid answer. Like, what do you think why Job trusts you? Why Job keeps his trust in the Father, in the Lord? And it was a very valid answer. When you look about it, like Satan argues very well. He knows he doesn't go out of the world and out of the laws of the world. So when you look about it, when you are a council and the king himself has some problem against you, it is always better to go away from there. It is never better to fight against the king. And look how well the devil has said, "Go to the place where you belong. Flee as a bird to your mountain." Even devil is saying to David, like, go to the mountain, go closer to God. He's bringing a distrust in himself. David knows that he's a spiritual guy. David knows that he's spiritual, but still devil keeps the doubt in him. Many times in life when we take decisions, so many times when we take running decisions. People see us in our limitations. And God works the best when you are limited. God works best when you don't have the capability, you don't have the talent. If you look throughout the Bible, God has never made a strong person more strong. God has always chosen the weak, the weakest. God has always told, for the world it is foolishness. What God's ways are foolishness. It is illogical. You have to take in mind, you have to lose the world inside you to gain. So that is very, like when I was reading about it, I was thinking, whatever David's friends or his council members said was very true. Even I would have also advised David to go to your own place, don't fight with the king. King is very powerful. Why? Everything is going very well. Why you have to disturb your peace? And then the second one, David is against, his mind is speaking. For look, the wicked bend their bow. They make ready their arrow on the string, that they may shoot secretly at the upright in heart. So again you can understand how the mind is telling. Like everyone is against you. The place where you are working, everyone is against you. Don't stay there. Go away from there. Why you have to stay here? You have a very comfort zone from where you come from. But over here also, David is again trying to bring his heart out. He's fighting. His heart is fighting with the mind, with the logical things which his mind is thinking. And even here also you can understand. He says the wicked always work in the dark. They never come in open and they speak. David knows all his friends is trying to manipulate him to go away and take his position. He knows that, but he's not able to answer it. Sometimes God reveals the other person's intention. Sometimes God reveals us the other person's intention. Maybe He's always encouraging you, maybe He's always putting you down. But God has given you the power to discern what are their intentions. And it is not up to us to react to it. Many times we react, many times we use our capability, we use our this thing to react to situations. But it's always better to keep quiet and always talk to God. Let your heart, the biblical heart, people should understand. The biblical heart is not like what the world says. For the world, people say people say there are famous phrases like about love and everything. But those love is triggered by the mind. It is not the biblical heart. There is no moderation. That is why if you look at a person, at a worldly person, he's always anxious. He's not able to control his emotion. It is not constant. God is constant. He never keeps on changing. His emotion never keeps on fluctuating like man. As man, we be happy at 1 minute and then we be sad at the next minute. But according to the scripture, we should always be happy because our faith is in God. And you should always understand, God works in your limitation. When you are the weakest, that's when you can see God. Like when Pastor was telling me, it struck me about Job. Job is the only person who saw God. And that is when he lost everything he had. We have to lose the world, we have to lose everything, we have to lose ourselves, we have to carry our cross and we have to follow Jesus. Carrying the cross means you have to literally lay your life. So when we read about, when you go down, and the third verse is very important. If the foundation are destroyed, what can the righteous do? So what do you mean the foundation? In this world, everything is relative. Everything is related and has conditions to it. When your foundation is in the world, it will keep on changing. When you look at David's life, when Shaul was tormented by the devil, he started to make what is right, what is wrong, and wrong right. There was no righteousness. From the world's perspective, righteousness keeps on changing. When the government changes, what is right becomes wrong, and what is wrong becomes right. So you should always keep your foundation in the Lord. So that means, even if the government changes, even if situation changes, your moral value is always kept intact. It doesn't change according to different situations. When you look at David, so when Shaul started tormenting, when started persecuting in David. David was a righteous man. He never did anything wrong. But the devil changed the situation. Even in today's church also, sometimes we feel we have a lot of doubts. Sometimes we have a lot of doubts about different things in the church. So that means we are not looking at the Christ. We are looking at the church. We are looking at the people. We compare ourselves with people. So that is the reason why our moral value changes. When God sees a person, He sees everything. He sees your past, He sees your present, He sees your future. He sees you in every situation. He knows you in every situation. There is no way you can hide it. There is no way you can say that, what if my situation was good? Because God already knows. When you look at the life of Job, God was so confident. Father said to the devil, he is an upright man. And then the situations came. Because God knows him in every situation, how will he react? So that is very important to understand. The situation which you are in now, there is no better situation that can happen to you, because God has given you the best situation. And God knows from this situation only you get the best outcome. So now when you look at third verse, that's when David starts to change, start to remember his old days. That's when David understood. All he has achieved was through his limitation. He was a shepherd. He was not a soldier, but still God chose him. He fought the giant with pebble stones. He fought against lion, he fought against bear, he fought against all the wild adversaries which came when he was in his desert. So it is always wise to understand that whenever, in whichever situation you are, you have been pruned and you are being trained to reach your final goal. Sometimes in life we think that this is it. There is nothing more to it. Everything has been lost and everything has been everything is finished. I always think like whenever a small situation comes, I feel like this is it. But that's when I understand like you are just a small part in this world. The world will go without you and with you or without you. But still God is a personal God. God still looks you personally. He doesn't look around you. He looks at you individually. It is not like God, Jesus is a personal God. Jesus is a personal God. He is not the God of like a mass population. He is not a majoritarian. He is always with the weak and the weakest person. So when you look at Psalms from 11, when you look at Psalms 4 verse to 7, that's when David is able to control his mind. And that's when the heart starts to speak. So we should always understand, when your heart starts to speak, you will understand the difference. Now he says, the Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids test the sons of men. So there's a very interesting verse in this. His eyelids test the sons of men. So that means the Father is always looking at the world. He's looking at every person. He's looking at every person minutely. Looking through eyelids means like you're closing. You're trying to minutely scan. You don't want to see anything else. That shows the personal God we have. He takes you out of your situation and evaluates you through you. Like he evaluates through you. It is not like he evaluates your situation. He evaluates your surroundings. He doesn't evaluate anyone else. He just evaluates you. That is the power of God we have. That is why in Revelation, in our Bible study which Pastor conducts, that again God revealed to me. God looks through his flaming eyes. And the only thing which can stop us being burned is the blood of Christ. So you should understand, when you look at the verse 5, the Lord tests the righteous, but the wicked and the one who loves violence, his soul hates. So when Father looks at Jesus, he can see his past. He can see when he was there with him in his creation. He can see him when he was born and he was persecuted, and when he was on the cross, 3 days on Calvary, he was walking naked. And he can see him in the future when he comes like a glorious, with all his glory. But for Father, he still looks at Jesus in the past. when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he says, "Why have you forsaken me?" Even Father couldn't see the pain which Jesus was going through. That is the reason Jesus closed his eyes. Father closed his eyes when Jesus was on the Calvary and Jesus felt alone. So when you look at Job's life, when you look at the story what Jesus says about Job, when the devil entered in the Old Testament, when devil enters in the kingdom of God and starts arguing with the Father, there was no one to defend us. But now there is Jesus. And when God looks at Jesus, he closes his eyes because he sees the Jesus that laid down his life for us. You should understand the depth which it is. Father cannot look at Jesus because when he looks at Jesus, he is pained. He knows why Jesus had to lay down his life and how precious it is for Jesus' blood. So that is how we are saved. That is how, there is no other way. When you look, even in this world, everyone is a sinner. Then what makes us different? It is because when his Father looks through every person, righteous or wicked, or whether you are a sinner or you are a holy person, when he looks through it, the only saving grace is that cross. When Jesus was laid on that cross, it still pains the Father to look at you minutely. Because the salvation of Jesus is there. The Jesus face is there which always reminds us. So that's the reason how important, that is the reason why Jesus says and why Jesus is the heart of the Holy Trinity. Because heart is always the gateway. If you look at the Bible always talks about heart. It doesn't talk about anything else. It's always talking about like changing your heart, transforming your heart. Because heart is the only gateway. So when you look at Psalms, when you look at from verses 6 to 7, you can understand. You can see the situation. You can see the similar situation when Abraham, from the story of Abraham, look, you can see the intensity of which God destroys the wicked people. Like in the torment of, people say the torment of cup, the cup of torment doesn't have one drop of mercy in it. You are utterly condemned to death. And that is the only thing which should make us and which should wake us up at our night and to understand that this world is going to get over. It is just 60 years. More like max to max we have more 60 years maybe in our life. And then you'll see the glory of Christ. Either when Jesus comes, the second coming of Jesus, or when you die, you will be able to face the judgment. So that's what it is. So when you read the last verse, that's when David understands through all his limitation, through all his persecutions, through all he sums up. For the Lord is righteous, he loves righteousness. His countenance beholds the upright. So when you understand that, Jesus' face, when the wrath of the Lord, when the judgment of the Lord comes on everyone's life. So when the Father looks at you, when he sees the Jesus face in yourself, our faces and all will go away. It will be Jesus' face. And that's when the Father closes his eyes and his grace is being showered upon. When he looks at the wicked person, when he looks at other person, he only sees sin. He only sees the intensity of the sin. So, my friends, as I am going to conclude this message, we should all understand we all are limited. We are limited. There's no point in competing with the world. There's no point in proving the world. There's no point in proving anyone else. Just like David, you should always give importance to your heart. No matter, because in the language of faith, there is no word called as impossibility. And impossibility doesn't mean that you're conquering the world. It's not like Alexander the Great conquering the whole world. It means you have to lose the world. That is the impossible thing which we have to do. We have to lose our ambitions. We have to lose our mind. Losing the mind makes you closer to the God. So I would like to end this word in the coming day. Let us keep our faith and foundation on the Lord. And we should strive to love companions and our family members to make them see in heaven rather than being like accommodating them in this earth. Thank you. Amen.